Welcome to the best of high school sports in Northern California. We are the B Prep Show.
And we're coming to you from Sleep Train Arena. It's empty right now, but it was a raucous, fun Sac Joaquin Section Championship weekend.
Welcome back for another edition of the B Prep Show. I'm Mike Finnerty, joined as always by Joe Davidson of the Sacramento Bee. As we had mentioned, we are coming to you from Sleep Train Arena, and we're tired. It's been a lot of basketball
It's a championship fatigue for the Sac Joaquin section, but it's a good energy. We saw some incredible performances, girls, boys, small schools, medium schools, large schools. And we're just getting warmed up. We got the NorCal Regionals this week, but what a show. What great action in high school basketball.
Yeah, we're going to have a ton of highlights, boys and girls, all section championships. We'll have our usual Schools Financial Credit Union Game On Athlete of the Week, our Von Hausen Stars of the Week, but we're going to get right to the highlights. It's the Division I championship game. It's Folsom taking on Sheldon. We take you out to Sleep Train Arena, annual home for the Sac Joaquin Section Championships for both the boys and the girls. And we'll start off our marathon of highlights with the Division I title bout featuring the #1 Folsom Bulldogs, last year's Division II champ and NorCal champ, and their opponent, the #2 Sheldon Huskies, back in the big game for the first time in 2 years after winning 4 straight titles. Well, Sheldon got out to a quick start, going up 4-0, then 6-2, and would finish out the first quarter up 15-8. Late second quarter now, Sheldon's Devin Green, he knocks down a 3 to put the Huskies up 23-16 and would head to the break up by 7. In the third quarter, Folsom turned things around. Jordan Ford misses, but Parker Boone is there for the putback and a 42-39 lead for the Bulldogs. To the fourth quarter now, Trey Finch, tough drive here, Folsom by 5. Now Ford's turn as he too makes a tough basket. That ups the Folsom lead to 8 with 3:19 left to play. Sheldon didn't go away. Matt Manning cuts the lead to 3 with just under 2 minutes left. Back comes Ford, though. The leaner keeps the lead at 3 with 24 seconds to go. Sheldon gets to within 1 with 8 seconds remaining. Huskies with one last opportunity but can't get the shot off as Folsom comes up big late in the game and secures a 50-49 win for its 7th section championship. Ford led the Bulldogs with 18 points, and like the rest of the teams in our highlights, they'll get ready for NorCal playoffs this week, but for now, time to enjoy.
When shots aren't falling, I just look to keep shooting, and my teammates trusted me, and that's what happened today.
These guys are straight winners. I mean, we have football players that this is their 5th section championship patch that they've gotten. We have, guys that have back-to-back now and that have won at the highest level, and they're gritty and they know how to win, and they just seem to rise to the occasion when it's needed. I mean, it's really a special group of kids that way.
All right, Mike, great stuff there. I saw you catching all the action there on the baseline. We knew this would be a game to the finish. Sheldon has those terrific 3-point guards, they're great ball handlers, terrific defenders, but the best guard maybe all weekend, Jordan Ford, the Sacramento Bee Player of the Year last year as a sophomore. He's even better as a junior. They want more championships. They want more wins. I think Folsom's going to be a monster in the NorCal playoffs.
I agree, and we got to give credit to some of the guys that stepped up. Jared Wall, Trey Finch, Josiah DeGuara, just to name a few.
Alec Andrews,
yeah,
and Lucas Hendricks and Colin Russell. This is the team of depth, and they say, hey, we know how to win. We're not bugged by this NBA venue. It's a championship program, great coach. Mike Wall and Matt Mills, terrific.
Yep. All right, let's continue the highlights. Next up, we've got Sac High taking on Modesto Christian. One of the more intriguing matchups on Saturday took place in the Division II bracket where the #1 Sacramento Dragons squared off against the #2 Modesto Christian Crusaders. Two teams rich in basketball history, Dragons with 6 section titles, Crusaders with 16. To the action we go and look at the high-flying Christian Terrell for Sac High. This slam puts the Dragons up 10-0 late in the first. Not done, though. Stevie Matthews Jr. connects on the long-distance shot to make it 13-0 Sac High. And then it's Terrell finding Matthews underneath, and now it's 15-2, and they would finish the first up 18-4. We'll skip ahead now. Late third quarter, Sac High by 2 when Modesto Christian's Jordan Hollins Buckner ties it up at 37-all. Fourth quarter now, Modesto Christian grabbed the lead by 5 on this Robinson Idahan bucket inside, 4:22 to go. A few minutes later, Hollins Buckner hits the turnaround jumper to keep it at 5 with 1:20 left. Sacramento inch closer. Terrell cuts it to a 3-point game here. And when Matthews Jr. knocked down the triple, the Crusaders' lead was just one at 47-46 with 22 seconds. Dragons with one last chance to win it. Terrell's shot misses, and Modesto Christian holds on to get a 49-46 win, making that 17 section championships in their history.
Mike, we saw Modesto Christian earlier this season against Capital Christian. We said this is a championship monster program. Both of them are. Derek Swafford of Sacramento High School said after this loss, he goes, hey, we can handle defeat. We've been here before. We could make a real run in the Division II playoffs. That's a fact. That's a truth. Modesto Christian's going to be a factor in the Open Division. Wow, great basketball in the Sac Joaquin section in Division I and Division II.
Yeah, we got more highlights, Joe. We're not done yet. Let's keep it going, and we'll stick with the boys. We've got the Division IV championship now. The bracket's number 2 seed, the Liberty Ranch Hawks of Galt, back in the title game for the first time in 2 years, taking on the number 1 Capital Christian Cougars, who moved up from the Division V bracket, where they had won 3 straight section titles. Getting out to the start it wanted was Capital Christian. This layup by Zachary Chappelle put the Cougars up 13-0 with under 3 minutes left in the first. Second quarter now, more run and gun as Ryan Chappelle finishes here. Cougars by 8, but Liberty Ranch got back in this game, cutting the lead here with 3:10 left in the second. However, Capital Christian took over in the final minutes of the half. Tegan Jones makes an 8-point game. Then it's Zachary Chappelle ahead of the pack to go up by 10. And from the corner, you've got Ryan Chappelle hitting a 3, sending the Cougars to the half up 30-16. Second half action, it was all Capital Christian. Nick Abutafe, he's going to get the putback. And then it's Justice Shelton Mosley all alone for 2 of his team-high 13 points as the Cougars roll to a 72-57 win over Liberty Ranch, celebrating a 4th straight section championship. Balanced scoring all around for Capital Christian, and no doubt happy to get another banner.
What's special about our team is each and every one of us can score 20 any night. I mean, I think 6 of us or 7 of us have scored 20 on consecutive nights. So we have a very diverse team. And each person can put up the ball and score, and we have a great coaching staff too, which adds to everything that we're doing here.
We started off D5. We won 3 in a row, so we got to go to D4. There's rumors that we can go to D3 now, each win. So really excited about that. We want to be in a position where we can get to D3 next year, maybe D2. Just extremely proud of these boys. You know, we didn't have the big high flyers that we had last year, and they were still able to come together as a team and win. So we're having a lot of fun.
Well done, Mr. Finity. Capital Christian wins another section championship. Devon Jones has got its monster program going. A lot of new faces, but the one anchor who is back, Justice Shelton Mosley. He's a champion. He's a high-character guy, football, basketball, big time. This is a team looking to do some more damage in the NorCals this week and next.
I definitely agree. We got more. Let's stay with it. And finally, we'll wrap up our boys' highlights with the Division VI game. This from Galt High School, where the number 2 Valley Christian Academy Lions of Roseville were taking on the number 1 Sacramento Country Day Cavaliers. Middle of the first quarter, it's Valley Christian's Brady Bowen knocking down a 3 for a 9-2 lead. And to end the quarter, it's Micah Gunter from three-point land. Lions up 25-17. However, Country Day chipped away at the lead in the second quarter and would get to within 3 at 38-35 by halftime. Third quarter proved to be the difference in this game. The Cavaliers outscored the Lions 33-16, led by freshman B.J. Askew, who had 26 points in this game. 2 other freshmen, Jace McClain and Cole Johnson, tallied 22 points each. And another freshman, Rick Barros III, he had 21 as Sacramento Country Day cruises to its first boys section title with a 104-85 win over Valley Christian. Teams from all divisions, again, move on to NorCals this week.
All right, Mike, again, Sacramento Country Day, small school, big hopes. All those freshmen, they're impact players now. This is a championship program for the next several years. Very impressive lot.
Yeah, they were fun to watch. All right, Joe, got more coming up. On the other side of the break, we got plenty of girls' highlights.
This is your RAM Auto Update.
Just in, the classic term used car is old-fashioned, outdated, and no longer of any particular relevance. Let's party. The Roseville Auto Mall is throwing a massive factory-certified pre-owned sales event. That means incredible savings on just about every kind of car in the world. All factory certified. It's happening now. It's going fast. In layman terms, skedaddle. The Roseville Auto Mall, driven to be the best.
In 1952, we opened our first market in the Central Valley. 63 harvests have come and gone since then, but we're still here. Because here, roots matter, and not just the ones pulled from the ground, but the ones that keep us grounded, the ones that make sure we'll always stay that hardworking family that started a market for other hardworking families. Save Mart. Roots matter.
We want to thank our title sponsor, Save Mart Supermarkets. Shop Save Mart up and down the Central Valley.
Welcome back to the very best of high school sports in Northern California. Strong emphasis this week on the Sac Joaquin section girls and boys basketball championships right here in this NBA venue where the Sacramento Kings play. It's Sleep Train Arena. All those great boys champions are all in the NorCal Regionals this week. So are the girls, the Division I field, St. Mary's of Stockton, and McClatchy. Exhausting to watch them compete and get on the floor.
Yeah, it is exhausting, and boy, St. Mary's look good. One of the state's perennial powerhouse programs year in and year out belongs to the St. Mary's Rams of Stockton. 7 state championships, 15 section championships, and on Saturday the Rams are looking for another section title. St. Mary's taking on the number 3 seed McClatchy Lions, and early on the Lions had the lead behind the play of sophomore Jordan Cruz, who was taking open shots and making them. Gigi Garcia, she's going to put McClatchy up 14-13 with just over 4 minutes left in the first. But after that, St. Mary's began to take over. It would finish this opening quarter up by 1. Second quarter, just more of the same for St. Mary's, attacking when it could on the offensive end, while letting the defense lead to easy buckets at the other end. St. Mary's dominated the rest of this game, and it would cruise to its 16th section championship with a 78-55 win over McClatchy.
All right, Mike, a gritty effort, as always, by the McClatchy Lions under veteran coach Jessica Kunisaki. They just play so hard and will be a factor in the NorCal Division I playoffs. Could win it, if all things considered. Another team to look for, how about the Vanden Vikings?
Boy, they are good, aren't they? And, Rio Linda started that game off well. They came in as the underdog, but Vanden, they were sure tough. Next up, we've got the Division III game where the number 1 Vanden Vikings were taking on the surprising number 3 Rio Linda Knights, and this one was a good one early on. Vanden jumped out to a 9-2 lead to start it off. However, Rio Linda rallied back. Brandy Huffines here with the layup to tie it at 12-all. And to end the first quarter, it's Knights freshman Michaela Sanders with a 3-pointer. It just beats the buzzer, putting Rio Linda on top at 16-15. Second quarter, more Knights. It's Caitlin Clayton finding Kriana Bryant. Rio Linda by 1. Vanden would pick it up late in the second and head to the half, leading by 5. And then it was all Vanden in the second half. Vikings dominate the final 2 quarters and beat Rio Linda 83-51 for their first section championship.
All right, Mike, how about the Division IV Sac Joaquin Section Championship for the girls? This is a powerhouse championship program under Mike Ruble. We're talking about the Bradshaw Christian Pride, and they have 2 players of note.
Jordan Bell, Erica Bean, we know all about them. They are sure talented, and they were looking for their 3rd straight Division IV championship. Let's go to the Division IV game where the number 1 Brookside Knights of Stockton were taking on the number 2 Bradshaw Christian Pride of Elk Grove. Pride looking for their 3rd straight D4 title. We'll pick it up midway through the second quarter when Bradshaw Christian goes inside to Jordan Bell. Pride by 5. Moments later, Erica Bean gets loose ball, and she'll take it the distance for a 22-15 advantage. Brookside's Ariane McDonald, the University of Washington signee, she nails a straightaway 3. That's followed by this drive. She gets the basket and the foul, Knights within 1. In the final 4 minutes of the half, Bradshaw Christian catches fire. Jolene Delaney for 3. And then back-to-back easy layups for Bell send Bradshaw Christian to the half, up 35-23. Second half, all Pride. They hold a double-digit lead most of the way before taking this one by a final of 74-62. Bean led the way at 29 points. Bell added 16 points to go with 14 rebounds. Bradshaw Christian gets its 7th girls title, continuing its small school domination.
Just ending my senior year on a good note, We didn't have the best preseason, but I think we've been coming together, buying into everything, and it all came together tonight.
Those little fast break layups that I made, it just got the team hype, and that's what really just set us off. And we just continued to be strong and play our game. So that's what helped us really in the second quarter.
Very proud, especially because of the seniors. I mean, Macy and Erica and Jordan. It means a lot to do it with them especially.
Oh, impressive performance by the Pride, Bell and Bean. They sure are terrific. Well, we do have more highlights, plenty more highlights when we come back from the break.
There's a history you feel when you visit any of the Von Hausen automotive dealerships. You'll sense the quality of Mercedes-Benz, and you'll experience the low-pressure atmosphere that comes from 2 generations of family ownership. Mercedes-Benz of Sacramento, Mercedes-Benz of El Dorado Hills, and Mercedes-Benz of Rockland. 3 great reasons to drive one of the world's best automobiles. Come feel the difference or visit vonhausen.com.
We'd like to thank our sponsors, starting with Save Mart Supermarkets, where fresh comes first. Shop at Save Mart up and down the Central Valley. Schools Financial Credit Union, banking for everyone, value, convenience, and emerging technology. Von Hausen Automotive Group, celebrating 50 years with Mercedes-Benz. Stop dreaming and start driving. Roseville Auto Mall. If you're looking for a used car, go to the Roseville Auto Mall with over 6,000 vehicles to choose from. And Les Schwab Tires. Since 1952, we promise we'll get you more for your money.
Welcome back to the very best in high school sports in Northern California. A big emphasis in the Sac Joaquin section with the Sac Joaquin section championships in girls and boys basketball. The small schools, we talk about them all the time in every sport, every season. They crave those big-time moments just as much, and we saw that out here as well.
Yes, we did. So we got Division 5 highlights. Ripon Christian going up against Capital Christian. More girls championship action now. Division 5, it's the number 4 Capital Christian Cougars looking for its first girls title, matched up against the Ripon Christian Knights, the number 3 seed. Capital Christian out in front early as Sierra McLean hits a 3 to go up by 3. Then it's Destiny Walker with a jumper in the lane. Cougars by 4. In the final seconds of the first, Colbert with a nice move. She gets it to go for a 16-9 Capital Christian advantage after 1. In the second quarter, Cougars began to pull away. Michaela Mankey all alone for the easy bucket. And then you've got Colbert again. She gets the rebound and the putback. Capital Christian goes to break up by 11 at 32-21. Second half, more of the same at Sierra McLean for 3 to go up by 14. In the final quarter, still Capital Christian. Cougars win it all 52-43 and get that elusive title after coming up short in the big game the last 2 years.
I'm real proud of this team. We had no idea at the beginning of the season without Nicole playing where we would end up. And for these girls to be doing this now, it's really quite a miracle. And for Nicole to be playing, I'm just honored, humbled to even be here. It's a blessing.
You know, I was out in the beginning of the season. I was looking like I wasn't going to come back and everything. And then just like somehow I just got better and just started coming in and playing, and Coach Baker was there like supporting me, but she also knew not to push me, which I really like respect and stuff like that, and just working hard and everything. And we got back here.
All right, it's great to see Suzanne Baker, one of the longtime coaches and a real champion. She was classy in defeat in previous championship losses out here in this big building, and she's classy in victory. So that's really nice to see that character.
Yeah, Zab Alvarez said from Capital Christian, she's due. All right, one more highlight left. It's Division 6, Valley Christian Academy looking to be repeat champions. They're going up against the team they played last year, Turlock Christian. Back out to Galt High School we go for the girls Division 6 title match. It's a rematch of last year. It's the number 2 Turlock Christian Eagles going up against the defending champ, the number 1 Valley Christian Academy Lions of Roseville. With Turlock Christian up 21-15, we skip ahead to the third when the Lions catch fire behind the play of senior guard Lily Haggerty, who would score 17 points in the quarter. Haggerty did it all, inside, outside, she couldn't miss. VCA's Erica Lyon with the runner here to go up by 5. And then the fourth quarter, it was just a matter of maintaining the lead, and the Lions did just that as Valley Christian takes it 59-52, making it back-to-back Division 6 section championships. Haggerty led the way with 27 points, and we'll hear more from her later in the show. Lyon had 11, and Jenny Frank added 8.
I am extremely thrilled. We got kind of nervous in the beginning. It was 9-0, but we went in the locker room. We told each other, we need to pick it up and play our game. We weren't playing our game, so we came back and fought. We wanted it. It's an amazing experience. We're holding up the number 2, but it's almost like we don't know what we're doing yet, but I don't know. It's amazing.
I am happy for the whole team, but these seniors, I even posted a flipgram on Instagram about the memories that they've given me, the headaches they've given me, but these girls, special group of girls, each one has their own individual talent that coming together, incredible chemistry, and I'm going to miss them so much. But I have a great group coming up, and you saw I put them on the floor, and they did what I needed done today.
All right, a lot of energy in that great gym at Galt High School, the Division VI champions, Valley Christian Academy, the small school superpower in Roseville, led by a big-time player.
Oh, she is big-time, Lily Haggerty. And guess what, Joe? She is the subject of this week's Schools Financial Credit Union Game On Athlete of the Week. Last week, the Valley Christian Academy Lions girls basketball team captured its second straight Division VI section championship, and just as she has done the past 3 years, senior guard Lily Haggerty keyed a big victory, this time with 17 points in the third quarter to finish with 27 for the game. However, despite all the individual success, what Haggerty cherishes the most is the bond that she has with her longtime teammates.
Man, I came to Valley in like 7th grade. First year playing basketball, you know, we basically grew up together. You know, we're seniors, we're graduating together. They're like my sisters, they're my family. I go with them to anything, they come to me. It's amazing. We're gonna miss them next year, but we're definitely not gonna lose contact. And the chemistry that we have is irreplaceable.
Haggerty also played a key role in the volleyball team that went to a section final in 2012, followed by 2 league titles. And being one of 7 kids in her family, playing sports and being competitive has always been a part of her life.
Our entire family, you know, we've grown up playing sports. My older brother played football. He's playing football for Mendocino. My other older brother played baseball. Sports runs in the family from soccer to basketball, everything. And we push each other definitely, even just one-on-one games in our front yard. You know, we don't take it easy on each other, and I think that gives us an edge on the court because we don't want to lose.
With the baseball team winning 6 section titles in the last 7 years, girls hoops going back-to-back, and the boys basketball team and the girls volleyball team making it to section finals, Haggerty knows exactly what has been the key to Valley Christian Academy's success in athletics.
Family, honestly, everyone, we're a small school, you know, and we surprise people. That's our big thing. We're kind of the underdogs everywhere we go, but I think a lot of people underestimate us, and we have talent here. Just look at all of our teams, look at all we've accomplished this year and in the previous years. It's amazing.
So being the experienced senior veteran leader that she is this year, what sort of advice would Lily Haggerty of today give to the freshman Lily Haggerty of 3 years ago?
Just to let go, you know. You only get 4 years of high school ball. It's an amazing experience, and I think a lot of people kind of just take it for granted, like they have all the time in the world, but time flies, and if you just let go and, you know, do work on the court and work hard, definitely makes a difference in every aspect of your life.
Oh, good to catch up with Ms. Haggerty. Boy, she's come a long way. She's always been a good player, but she's really good on camera now, as you can see. All right, we got one more segment left in this show, but as we go to break, we've got more championship sights and sounds here from Sleep Train Arena.
A credit union is a not-for-profit member-owned financial institution. Can your bank say that? Demand more from your financial institution. Make the switch to Schools Financial Credit Union for low loan rates, state-of-the-art technology, making accounts accessible anytime, anywhere, and more ATMs than most major banks. Anyone who lives, works, or worships in Sacramento and its surrounding counties is eligible to join. Be part of the credit union difference and bank happily ever after with Schools.
We want to thank our title sponsor, Save Mart Supermarkets. Shop Save Mart up and down the Central Valley.
Welcome back to the very best in high school sports in Northern California. We are the B Prep Show. We try to show you the championship teams and the players and the themes and the communities. It's all fun. Von Hausen, Stars of the Week. I'm feeling a point guard flavor.
I think you are. Well, we got 2 point guards this week, and of course they had great weekends. It's this week's Von Hausen Stars of the Week. This week's Von Hausen Stars of the Week are Jordan Ford of Folsom and Erica Bean of Bradshaw Christian. Ford, the 6-foot junior playmaker for the Bulldogs, came up big on the biggest stage as he has been known to do in Folsom's win over Sheldon in the Division I section championship. Ford led the Bulldogs with 18 points, including some key baskets down the stretch that secured the victory. As for Bean, the 5'8" senior for the Pride was simply outstanding in Bradshaw Christian's Division IV section championship win over #1 Brookside Christian. Bean, the University of Utah signee, had it all going on this day, finishing with a game-high 29 points.
All right, Mike, it takes championship poise to win championships, and that is Erica Bean and Jordan Ford, and they have such great futures. This is it's an old barn, Sleep Train Arena, by NBA standards. And even the NC2A doesn't come here because it's antiquated. But the high school kids for the Sac Joaquin section, the CIF Northern California State Finals, they love it. So maybe only here for one more year before this building gets leveled. Who knows where it's going to be after that. But for now, a lot of memories. These kids will remember it forever. The section commissioners, the CIF executive director, Roger Blake, they always say we want the wow factor. The kids always get the wow factor here. We get the wow factor.
Yeah, it's always fun to come out here. All right, Joe, I'm going to ask you your one standout moment. It could be a play, a basket, an off-the-court thing. What stands out to you here over the weekend?
I think I'm going to say all of the champions and even the teams that didn't win, the poise. We forget these are high school kids. 15, 16, 17, 18-year-old high school kids. If they're 19-year-old, then you're going to be CIF ineligible. But I just think the poise and the composure of some of these kids is remarkable. Some of the kids were better behaved than the fans in the stands. And so the way they could handle it out here is very impressive.
You know what stands out to me, and they aren't in victory, but it's an effort. I think of Rio Linda Knights. You know, Vanden is definitely the superior team. They showed it in the end, but they battled them for a half. I mean, they were down by 6. They're up by 1 after the first quarter. And like Coach Huffines told me before the game, I don't know what the score will be, but we will battle. And then again, McClatchy, they played them really well for a first half. St. Mary's, they weren't going to beat St. Mary's. At least I didn't think. No one beat St. Mary's. So effort stands out to me.
I think, and it's championship effort. And the teams will still go on to the NorCals. Reeland in Division II for girls young team, talented young team, and McClatchy in Division I girls as well have a chance to really make a run there. So you're right. That's a great point, Mike. Winning is great, but it's the effort that counts. And coaches have always said that over the years. We can live with the results as long as the effort is supreme, and it was out here big time.
It definitely was. All right, well, that's going to put a wrap to this show. Remember, you want to watch this show, you do so. It airs every Tuesday on Comcast Sportsnet California. Check your local listings for times. It re-airs Wednesdays, Thursdays, sometimes Fridays. If you miss it on TV, where do they go?
Real easy to find, sacb.com. We got a full menu of photo galleries, old shows, columns, stories, notebooks. It's just a full menu of fun because we appreciate and value the greatness of high school sports.
Oh, and one little tip, too. If you go to YouTube, type in The B Prep Show, you'll see all of our shows listed. All right, folks, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week.